While I set up my props, I forgot to order lunch for your 11:30 meeting, Tim. Sorry about that. Hi, I'm Karen, and I've been an Annaholic for over 20 years. A day just didn't seem quite right unless I had a fix of her energy, sarcasm, advice, wit, irreverence, and of course, nicotine. She and I were fixtures, almost like greeters, to most of the staff arriving between 8:45 and 9 o'clock on any given day. But whenever we took our smoke breaks, we'd grapple with the crisis of the minute or the hour or the day, or expound about the latest sources of frustration or gossip, or just laugh about my kids or her trips or shopping purchases or, well, just about anything else, because that's what friends do. We did for each other what we could, when we could, and not because we had to, but because we wanted to, out of mutual love and respect for one another, and with never a judgmental eye. We were each other's advocates, helping each other through life's bumps and all the curves this lovely place tends to throw at times. Anne was wise beyond her years, for her advice and counsel were tempered with love and compassion. She had her opinions, strong ones at that, but in the end, she'd support whatever the result would be or decision made because she was my friend, just like friends do. Anne loved people. She loved life and lived it to its fullest and drew us all in because she was infectious. She opened her life to me, and I'll forever be the richer for it, since her world included many of the world's best photographers and writers, scientists and teachers, co-workers and professional associates, and she did so graciously and effortlessly, just like friends. Anne's directness and deliberateness reigned supreme in my book, always looking at things slightly different, applying common sense, which usually got us into trouble, and supporting the underdog. And make no mistakes, what she may have lacked in physical height didn't detract from her abounding strength of body, character, energy. She never flinched when others depended on her, just like friends do. We loved to shop together, mostly at Potomac Mills and other such outlets. But on our one international trip together in West Africa, Anne provided me a first-class education on street vendor bargaining. Anne's motto, never pay the asking price. They'll bargain just to make the sale. And after all, she was the pro. One just has to look at the treasures that adorn from around the world, adorning both her home and her office, to see the results of her skills. I benefited many times from these skills, as Anne made it her mission to always find me the tackiest handmade doll from her latest travels for my growing doll collection. And when I would move, which was several times, she'd be there to pack and unpack this 100-plus doll collection. And just to prove that she knew it, she'd sharpen her geographic knowledge and she'd diligently arrange them by continent and by region, wherever applicable, because that's what friends do. While writing this, I tried to think through the many madcap adventures we experienced in our life together and share some with you. But it became kind of clear that many of the best stories we swore to secrecy to protect both the innocent and the guilty, just like friends do. In so many ways, Anne was a teacher. Well, it makes sense since her mom and dad were both teachers. But her classroom wasn't the traditional classroom. I don't know how many of you know, but she used to test her travel office employees on their geographical knowledge just to remind them that it was important in their jobs. I can honestly say I passed it. Anne also loved sharing her expertise on other such important topics as jewelry, scarf tying, and interior decorating. Her taste in jewelry was impeccable. Her taste in colors and patterns accentuated her boldness. Anne believed and taught me that I couldn't allow fear to immobilize me, back when I was dealing with a rather sensitive situation living in Arlington alone. And you know, she was right. And I know she'd want us all to remember that now, given the current situation of our world. Anne championed the potential in those she held dear, including my daughter Amanda. First time Anne held her, she smirked and said, "Boy, is she going to teach you some things, Karen. I just know it." During the range of emotions last Tuesday, Amanda climbed into my lap and tried to comfort me. I recounted the story, which prompted Amanda to announce, "Well, you know, she's right, Mommy. I taught you that sandals make that flip-flop sound." To Joe's family, Mrs. Harrell, Randy, and Jennifer, I'm sorry for your loss. I got to know Joe through Anne. Know that he did make a difference in the work that he did. Anne and Joe were a dynamic duo here, doing what they both loved. If they had to be taken from us, it warms me that they were together, for they are truly a match made in heaven. There's no doubt in my mind that as she was in life, Anne will be a guardian angel to me and my family. I take some solace in picturing she and our former colleague, Brother Britt, planning some party together for when the rest of us see them again. The world lost many great people in this tragedy. We lost a valued colleague, and I lost my cohort in crime and the classiest, most fun-loving woman I've had the honor to call my friend. Though she will be in our hearts forever, I will miss her terribly.